Ooh, 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 ooh. It looks like we are back in business. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on, I got to tweet at some people because he said we supposed to have some people joining in. So I'm gonna tell you, if you're joining in, my friend, shall I begin? Shall I do it like I do? Move it like I move? Back to what I do. Let's go. No excuses. Show up. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Now let me share that to Facebook. Let me share that to Instagram. Now let me share that to, what is that? Blue Sky. Do or die, Blue Sky. Eh, eh, eh. Do or die, Blue Sky. Eh, eh, eh. I think a lot of people think that I'm built like they soft ass friends. They didn't come up in the generation that I came up in, right? Let's be with it, my friend. This is the time you got to stand on what you believe in. This is the time we're going to stop you deceiving. This is the time I'm going to let you know. Said my mama ain't make no, and I'm going to let it flow. Only thing I see in you is the itch. Now, yo, check it out. Now, I've never played Village, right? I've played with boom, put that where that at. Uh-huh. Speak off, yes, yeah, permanent rectical. Well, I want to put that permanent rectical on so I can pop on sight playing those games. Subtitle in the background. Nah, we good with that. Continue with the setting. Yeah. All right, and just so you see us, the square is barely visible. Yeah, I don't see. What's crazy is the HD on the screen. It's already set. It's already set. All that stuff is already set. This is that monitor. That's the NZXT monitor. In the front is the Samsung curve joint with the G Sync and all that other wild joint. The following items have been added to the game: Samurai Edge, Mr. Everywhere Weapon Charm. You can purchase these from Lane, the merchant in the game. The following features have been added in the options, Resident Evil 7, found footage. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's all the stuff that I have from before, Tragedy Arc and all that other stuff. All right, so I finished the other Resident Evil, right? And, bro, so we get a chance to do it in both modes. Me personally, all right, good. Would you like to watch a recap of Resident Evil 7 by her story? Yeah, I played it, so I don't need a recap of it. But you know what? For the viewing audience, now I'm going to tell you, when I first did this, I did this in VR. And
My name.
so you know I was playing on my PlayStation. And I'm not even going to hold you, son. Scary as everything under the sun.
My wife disappeared.
I said, nope.
An email from her.
And my wife wanted to troll me
She told me to come get her.
and I was just like, she gonna touch my leg while I'm playing. If y'all ever see me look up, it's because the monitor is up here, the other monitor is down here, and the other monitor is over there. There's other monitors from other stuff, like business related stuff, as far as stocks or whatever.
She attacked me like
But
some kind
this
of
stuff
wild
here, this is the gameplay monitor.
She was infected by a special kind of mold.
Oh, new merch going up in stores. Mr. 98% right all the time. That's going up. 2% wrong is going up. Run it up on these bums is going up.
People who live there.
The run it up on these bums, son, that's gonna be crazy right there.
What was left of them wasn't human. The source of the infection was a bioweapon that looked like a little girl. Her name was Evelyn. I fought the fucked up family and was able to treat Mia's symptoms with a serum.
That was a wild, scary, crazy game.
Then Chris Redfield and his soldier buddies showed up and saved the both of us.
I don't be thinking they be saving people.
Is that
I'm
enough?
gonna keep it a being with you.
I really don't want to talk about what happened anymore. It's all over now.
It's not over between you and me. It's not over. What's the bonuses I got? Extra games. I got the mercenary. So this joint that I purchased, it was the deluxe edition. They had it on sale for $14. So I went and copped that. Now I don't know what's in the Microsoft store. Nah, I don't know. Nah, I'm doing casual, son. Y'all can see it right here. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to end this game. To hell with you. To hell with you. You know what? I'm on my hip hop gamer crap. You don't like it? You put it on the hardest.
A young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence.
Oh.
Bushes empty.
The bushes.
Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free from Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried
Now,
cries
I ain't gonna hold you.
fast as the
That
girl
big
ran
giant
over
chick,
vine and underground
super
and
waifu.
into the forest deep. Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry.
Ooh.
Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and bit his own wing. Come, child, quench your thirst, he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy. Passing through the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed, and the air turned bitingly cold. The girl was shivering in her thin clothes. Then a dark weaver appeared, and with a click of his fingers crafted mist into a beautiful dress.
What?
Come, child, warm yourself, he coaxed. So she clothed herself and smiled with joy.
So is this the story of the big chick?
Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the fish king appeared and offered one of his many fins. Come, child, eat your fill. So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing on, she soon entered the forest's dark heart. Then an iron steed appeared, bearing a beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry and summoned the other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beast. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark, yet regal.
Obviously, that wasn't her, too.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
That's one ugly baby. But I always felt that she was a scary looking girl.
She's only only 6 months old.
The woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale.
Village of Shadows.
Rose doesn't seem to mind.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank God. We moved here so that she wouldn't have to deal with any of that, remember?
There's nothing wrong with my memory. You're just being paranoid.
It's not. Never mind. I'm sorry. But I'm not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed. I'll finish dinner.
It's okay, Rose. Your mother doesn't want to remember. I can't blame her.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
Oh, wow. You found out that people blocked you after they talk crap. It sucks. Because you expect people to be, people of their word. I'm going to like and repost my joint. Why? Because I want to see you show up and show out. I got a baby in my hand.
Our taste in music's definitely improved over the years.
You mean mine has?
Once you're a big girl, we'll have a drink together, all right? Oh, Mia. What a miracle. Mom got you another new book?
Kind of like my wife. Always buying some new books.
Hurry up and put Rose to sleep, will you? Don't get too close to me when I'm cooking, babe.
There's too many entrances to that one spot. I am so glad that stage is over.
That book's too scary for you.
Did that already. Youngest, 14. Why the bathroom sound like it's running? That's strange. Bathroom shouldn't be running.
Your mom and I love this song so much.
That's dope.
Almost there, honey.
So the only bedroom up here is... Okay, so this is their main bedroom, but why would you have a big ass house with only one bedroom?
I wish it could stay like this forever.
Nope, they definitely don't, son.
Hi there, little Rose.
Monkeys. She gets it. A lot of people don't get it.
Waiting. She's scary when she's angry.
So they only got one bedroom. Yo, what up, Lycos? Saw people coming at me on Twitter. Told them to join in. I'll be home. You know, because dudes like to run their mouth and say that I'm wrong. So I'm like, what am I wrong about? Come on and talk it out. Let me hear what you talk about. Tell me what I'm wrong about. Dudes don't be here, though. They just like to run their mouth. It's wild crazy, man.
Do a deep clean before Rose starts walking.
It's wild crazy. But I give you space and opportunity. People forget I'm who I am. I mean, they probably so used to not being held accountable for stuff and like to, you know, talk and avoid, and you know, it be those nerdy dudes that talk through their nose.
Well, basically, you know, how I feel is the PlayStation is going to sell 1 million copies. And I personally don't have a PlayStation 4 myself, but I still have a PlayStation 3. And I'm looking at the PlayStation 5, and I'm saying I'm just going to skip that generation and get a PlayStation 6, you know, when everything's already right, you know?
They mad that the people that they look up to mess with me. Like what? You want me to bring J-Dub on? You want me to bring Porter Rock on? You want me to bring Colin on? All right, man, get out of here.
Okay?
Sleeping like a baby.
And the wild thing is, yo, Lycos, I am not a leaker. Like, I can be talking information. I don't do all of that stuff. I don't. Because the stuff that I know in the background, I'm just like, okay, wow, that's crazy. But that's not what my brand is. My brand is not snitching. I give my opinions of stuff, what I think it should be.
Military training, it all happens so fast, you know?
At least we're all together.
This game always looks so good.
Now, everything's gonna
Seriously, think we can just forget about what happened?
Like the fidelity,
It happened so long ago.
like a house that looks
I don't
nice.
understand why you are so
People take a lot of stuff for granted. Did somebody just shoot her?
Get down.
Oh, snap. Oh. 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 How the hell she gets shot in her shoulder and don't immediately drop to the floor? What type of full-blown savage is this chick?
Oh, God. Chris? What the hell?
Sorry.
It's a nightmare.
What? Why?
Get the baby. This gotta be a nightmare.
Go move.
Yeah, so I finished 7. The last one before the 7.
What the hell you doing with my daughter?
I finished that a long time ago.
Take him away.
I said get your hands off her!
Ethan, no.
Oh, that's crazy. So when I finished that joint, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get Village. And I was just waiting. I'm playing so much stuff. Well, Village was on sale for $14.99. I was like, let me get that. You know, then you get your little Game Pass discount for like if you just insider stuff or whatever. And it was like, I don't know, like 5%, 10%. And I got it.
Hey, Doc. No problem.
I like stuff like this. But I from what I hear with the new direction, so check it out. So we saw Resident Evil 9, right? From the beginning, you're able to do first person, third person. The character that you're using is this chick, and it's wild because you saw the trailers. They was holding her upside down and all this other stuff. So you saw the majority of the stuff, but I think they're going to the psychological thriller. I got it on sale too, but I got the double pack 7 and 8 and all the DLC. It was like $40. That's what's up. That's a good deal. I paid $14.99 for the whatchamacallit edition with all the DLC for this. That's a good deal. My biggest thing was I was if I cared about the VR portion of it, I would have got the PlayStation version, right? But I'm not playing this shit in VR. I'm sorry. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I'm not into that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I shared it out. I actually shared it because one guy was talking about he gonna jump on the stream. So I guess he thought he had to wait till Friday, and I'm like, nah, I go live every day, B. So connect with Discord. That's right. Join into the Discord. Hit to the Discord. The Discord link is right there in the description. Go get that. So I'm like, I go live every day, so you ain't got to wait until the weekend. Just show up so we can hear what you got to say.
Yo,
What's good?
it's goody, bro.
Who's this?
Father's Day, man.
Oh, Knights of the Realm. What's good, my guy?
It's good, bro.
I'm chilling. I get a chance to see this Resident Evil. Let me see. Did I grab all the stuff?
Yeah, I seen on YouTube. They're playing Village or something.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, did
sir.
did they put it in third person or they still got it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
first
yeah.
person?
You can put it in first person and third person. You can put it in both.
Okay.
Just like the new one.
That's coming out.
Yep. 9. You're able to put it in first person and third person. They kept
And a
that.
lot of people. I didn't mean to cut you off. A lot of people is saying they don't really like it going back to Raccoon City.
They got some unfinished business, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. What's my favorite Resident Evil? My favorite Resident Evil is Code Veronica, only because it was probably on my favorite console, Dreamcast. But
My
if
favorite.
if you want to eliminate that, I would love to get a Resident Evil 1 remade completely the same way that they did 2 and everything else.
Yeah, that's the one I really want to play back. 'Cause I got vivid memory because the first time I played Resident Evil 1, I was a kid on the PlayStation.
Yo, the first time I played Resident Evil 1, Sinister was with us.
Oh, that shit got a deal right now. Probably buy that shit. It's $14, $9.
Yeah.
You can get the gold edition for $9. So,
You saw it, right? That's the one I got.
yeah, yeah, it's on sale right now for
Yeah.
$9, $10.
It's on for $9. I got the gold for $14.99.
Yeah, 'cause they got two versions of it.
Oh, okay.
They got the gold for $19. They got the gold version and the Village Gold version. So it's two of them
Oh,
in
okay.
one. They got the one you said you got the gold edition,
Yeah.
and it's $10.
Okay. Well, whichever one had the DLC with it, I got that one.
I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one for $14.99. Well, I get it for a different price. Oh shit! I ain't got no gun, son.
You probably got the one with the volume 1, the volume 2, and
Yeah.
band footage is called band footage.
Yeah.
Volume 1, band volume 2.
Oh, you saw somebody's foot? So this is horrifying. Now I want you to just think about this. If your behind is in the woods and your car just flipped over and you playing, who that jumped inside the chat? John H. What's good, brother?
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. He said y'all was scared of surround sound. I remember it like it was yesterday. Hell
Yo,
yeah.
what's up? What's up?
It was terrifying, Sinister. We all was sitting in the room huddled up like a bunch of raccoons.
Sinister.
So John H, that's 1989 or something like that you got your name as?
I'll repeat that again. I just set up my headset. So what did you say?
I said you John H like 1989 or something like that?
Yes, 86.
86.
That's the whole reason
Yeah.
I haven't played this Resident Evil, because I thought it was first person.
Oh no, you can switch it. You can switch it. Go to options right now. You can go to game settings. No, that's rectical color. Camera.
Yeah,
Wobble. Display. Brightness.
I'm a nigga. I like to see my outfit.
Bro, you know we ain't gonna do your cursing here again. Remember we talked about that.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
True.
My bad.
All right.
So I have a question.
Yes, talk to me.
Why don't you do this on your main channel?
You said why don't I do this on my main channel? Because this is my streaming channel.
Yes. You don't debate live on your main channel?
Actually, I'm gaming, but since you wanted to debate, see, the thing is, I basically destroyed whatever you call as your generals. I guess the people that you look up to. Maybe it's like Porter Rock, maybe it's King Thrash, maybe it's J Dub, or maybe it's Colin. Right, so like whoever you guys felt that was like your like generals or the people that you guys look up to, and when I'm saying you guys, I'm giving you a generalization because like a lot of you are grouped together, so I just like form y'all as one big Voltron, and I just take out the people that matter, the people that got channels and stuff like that. But I give y'all a platform to have a conversation to say whatever you want to say. Now, you said that I lie about something. Tell me what I lie about.
Well, you lie about a lot of things from
I think you should
how
start with one.
the monthly.
You said
Okay,
what?
the monthly after use. Okay. What topic you want to discuss first?
Okay, so
Monthly after
I
users.
want to talk about what you said I lied about.
Yeah, I'm covering that.
All right, so you said monthly active users, 525 million for Microsoft and 124 for PlayStation. Now, where's the lie? Because I pulled that off of an actual whatchamacallit. I pulled that off of actual article. But go ahead.
That's not what we're talking about.
What you talking
We're
about?
talking about why Sony is focusing on it.
Oh, you said
No, I
so
watched
okay,
the video. I watched the video.
okay. All right. So now you're saying why Sony is actually looking at monthly active users and engagement now? That's what you're saying?
They have always been doing that.
You said what?
Doing that
Before
for a
y'all
long time.
continue, can y'all put y'all gains a little bit higher on YouTube? Y'all kind of low. On YouTube.
What?
Who?
You can't hear us on YouTube?
On YouTube, y'all kind of low. You're gonna have to bring it up.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I thought we was high enough. How about that?
Let me check.
It should be higher. It should be higher.
Yo.
Because normally it's like dominating, and I'm not trying to dominate the game sound. But okay, because the game is
What you be using?
so the game is paused. So all right, so you're saying that monthly active users. So what are you talking about? You trying to debate my opinion?
No, it's why you told me your last video why
Right.
Sony you say is focusing on it. You talking about how you're lying to investors, trying to kind of manipulate the user base into thinking what they're actually going to do. I'm talking about that, and of course, other
So you're talking about my opinion.
Well, if you're going to present it as facts, how can you say just your
Okay,
opinion?
so I don't present anything as facts. I present anything as my opinion. Like, so if you're looking at something, check it out. Check it out. You can't tell me what you can't tell me what I present. I can tell you what I present, and then you can rebuttal that and say I didn't interpret it that way, and I'm gonna say your perception is your reality. That's what I'm gonna tell you. But what I can tell you is this: I actually watched them talk, and I said they're moving their way to where they want to be. Monthly active users is a new metric that they're using to talk about what they want to get to. Now, you as a consumer, of course, you're going to say, well, whatever they say is right because they've been leading you down the path that you like for a long time. Yes or no?
No, I don't think that way.
Okay, so how do you think?
I know
It's called
investors.
bias
Okay, listen,
affirmation. That's
All
what
right,
they're doing to you.
Okay,
Yeah, I just want to know, how do you think?
let's talk about the thing between opinion and a fact. Okay,
Right,
if
go
it's
ahead.
an opinion, yes, okay, this is how I feel. This
Right.
is what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do that.
Oh, so
don't
you
say,
want,
Sony's in trouble.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Wait,
Go
no,
ahead. Yeah, I'm going to let you go ahead, go. Yeah, go do your
So when
thing.
you present an opinion,
Right,
you gotta say, this is what I believe they're going to do. I
right,
think they're going to go this way. And then
right.
saying, well, Sony's in trouble. That's saying that it's just a fact that they are in trouble.
Oh, okay.
That's not how you present an opinion.
Okay, so you upset with
So
my
yeah,
vernacular.
no. It's not being upset. It's showing you that you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
You gotta present that as
what you're saying is my vernacular upsets you because what you're used to is somebody
how does that
coddling
how
your
does that upset me?
feelings, right? See, listen,
How does that upset me?
obviously you're here, right? So
No,
obvious.
no, it doesn't upset me. I like to present facts and show people.
Oh, so that's what you like to do.
Try to be
I like to
yes.
say Sony's in trouble. You see the difference? You said, I think, or I feel, or it's my thoughts that they're in trouble. You know who heard you? No one. I said Sony's in
You
trouble.
said that. No.
No, check it out. Listen. I'm showing you what I'm doing. I said Sony's in trouble. You know who heard me? Everyone. See, you have to see.
You're falling.
I want you to think
you
that
gather audience and
I want you.
misleading them.
I want you to think like this. I want you to understand.
Say something to audience doesn't mean you're right.
Okay, I'm not saying that I have to be right. I don't need to be right, especially to you.
Okay.
But what I
So
have
you're
to
saying
do,
that you
listen.
don't care about- you
What
don't care about factual information.
I want you
You
to
don't care
listen.
about actually
I want you to listen to
creating
this.
this
I want you to listen to this. This is entertainment. It's a show. Do you understand that? You got
So
that
you
part,
don't
right? No, I want you to get listen, if your perception is Sony is winning, that's your perception. If my perception is they're losing, that's my perception. Now, it's up to you to persuade anybody that's willing to listen to you to go with your opinion. It's up to me to persuade anyone that's listening to me to go with my opinion. Now, when I show you something that's based off of something that's actually happening, or I'm reading an article based off my interpretation of whatever the facts may be, that's how it works. Now, I understand sometimes that doesn't please your feelings because you're not here talking about anything about Xbox. You're here trying to defend a corporation that doesn't know you. So me personally, right. Okay, so then tell me something about Xbox that I said that was wrong. Tell me something about Xbox I said that was wrong.
Something about expectation wrong is that when you're saying why they shifted strategies.
Why Xbox
Okay,
shifted
why
their strategies?
Yes.
Because corporate said so.
Why was it shifting?
Because the $1 trillion corporation with the shareholders decided to flip it.
No, I said why did it do that?
I don't know. I don't sit inside the shareholder rooms. So me trying to tell you what $1 trillion company, listen, me trying to tell you what I want you.
Wasn't doing great.
Yo, okay, so check it out. Console sales, they're in last place.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We got that part, right?
Yes.
We get it together, right? We understand this, right? So
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah.
what are we missing here? So if console sales is the only metrics, why did Sony switch over to engagement and MAUs?
They didn't switch over.
They didn't switch. So they just get okay. So pull up your P&L for me. Pull up your P&L. I'm gonna pull up my P&L. Pull up your P&L. Tell me your profit and loss with your stock shares with Sony, and then I can tell you exactly what I lost with Sony, and you can tell me what you lost with Sony, and where was your investment portfolio with them, so we can base it off of.
I don't have have investments.
Okay,
I have
so
reports.
okay, so tell me.
No,
All right, so let's no. We can't get past that part there, right? Because all right, go for it. Go for it. I want you to get it. I want you to get it. Go for
You're
it.
saying they're shifting. How are they going to shift when they actually
Mm-hmm.
focus on console sales? They're trying to expand to China, India, and other uncharted territories.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were not focusing on console sales, then why are they trying to expand? Why they bring games to PC?
Mm-hmm.
Why they bringing?
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, I'm
All
asking
right.
a question. Why they bring?
All right. So then, all right. So I'm gonna take that question. They're gonna, and we're gonna answer that question. But again, you're basing your consumer knowledge off of.
I'm basing on
Here we go.
The data that was provided.
So did I let
think
you
it's
speak
a-
or not? I let you speak or no? Did I let you speak?
No, because you misinterpreted what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm misinterpreting. So please tell me from your knowledge, where are you talking from? You're talking from a person that has. Okay. Let me ask the question, and then you can answer. All right. Are you talking from a consumer that doesn't have any stock shares or holdings inside Sony Corporation? Or are you talking from a person that buys video games and plays them? I want to know, what part are you talking from?
I'm talking from a person who actually looks at the data.
Okay. No. It's okay. Listen. No. We don't get a chance to do that. What we get a chance to do is to identify ourselves, right? All right. Listen to me. All right. I said I was going to answer your question. I need to know what position you're talking from so I can answer your question accordingly. Right. So again, all right. This is how I can get to that answer. Do you actually have any stock shares or holding in PlayStation or Sony? Sony, excuse me. All right, good. So you're talking okay. So good. This is very relevant. You're talking from a consumer standpoint that goes inside the store and purchases a game, that gets information off of the internet, and then you extrapolate from your opinion, right? Yes. So now that we know exactly where you're talking from, I want to ask you one poignant question. What the hell does stocks and shares and stock and units sold mean to you?
What does it mean to me?
Yeah, why does it mean anything to you?
If I'm going to look at the market and see where it's going,
To invest?
then I look at the data.
To invest?
See where the market is going.
Why you want to look at the market? To invest, yes?
Isn't that obvious?
That's why I look at the market.
No. Okay. Let me ask you. Do you invest in Sony stocks?
Yes, that's why I said pull up your P&L.
Then how do you know? How do you know basics about where they're going?
Oh God.
Do you know they're spending in China? Do you know they're spending in China? Did you know that?
How would you know that if you have no working knowledge of any stock shares or any holdings? Talk to me about what you actually do and know, right? And this is how I can engage with you. I do know this. This is why would somebody with a working knowledge?
It should be simple. It should be simple.
It can't be simple for you because you have no working knowledge of this. But I can tell you, okay, so check it out. Check it out. How many copies of a game you purchased this month? How many games you purchased this month? Let's go off of that. Let's work with what you do, right? How many games have you purchased this month? How many games have you purchased this month?
Let me tell you what I purchased.
How many?
Right?
How many?
I'm a retro gamer. I purchased a Sega CD.
How many games from PlayStation have you purchased this month? From PlayStation. I don't care about that retro gamer stuff. I don't care about that stuff. All right. Thank you. Please get to the PlayStation portion of the question. Right. How many?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
How many PlayStation games have you purchased this month?
Didn't I answer that?
No, I didn't hear you. I heard something about Sega CD. Okay, so you purchased 2 games this month, right? So your 2 games went into what? You got a group that you hang out with that actually your games go into like a holding that everybody else can engage with? No, right? the only two games that you purchased from PlayStation that matter to you is the two games that you got, right? You noticed on the internet that I told you that I picked up Final Fantasy 16, but I picked up Final Fantasy 16 a long time ago on the PlayStation. If you was watching my channel, I picked it up a long time ago on the PlayStation, and then when I got the Pro, that was one of the first games that I put on, and I actually told you that it ran so much better on the Pro than it did on the base, and I was happy for it.
Okay.
Now, I picked it up on the Series X, and I didn't get a chance to play it today. Today, I was going to play that, but I said, you know what, let me play Resident Evil Village first, and then I can get to that. Now, back to the games that matter. The only things that should matter to you as a consumer is the games that you purchase or the games that you have purchased that somebody chipped in with. So I can see if you and a group of people chipped in to get a game, that game should matter to you. As a consumer, you should only focus on consumer type things. Does that company work for you? Right? Listen, does the company work for you? Because
you understand.
I got to get it. I got to get it because honestly, you know why I would, this is why I even entertain half of that stuff. You know why I would talk about stocks and shares and stuff like that when it comes to these companies? You know why? Do you know why?
Because you're investing in them? Tell me why.
Right, because my Merrill Lynch portfolio has stuff that I love in it. So every month when my purchasing power goes into these shares and these holdings, into these various companies. See, a very important person in my life told me very early on, purchase shares of stuff that you wear. So the majority of the time, you're going to see me wearing Iron Lord stuff, right? You're going to see me wearing my stuff. But if it's anything like footwear or clothing, it's going to be Adidas. So I have shares in Adidas. If I play video games, I'm going to have shares in Microsoft. So I'm going to have shares in Microsoft. If I play video games on other consoles, it would be PlayStation and Nintendo, right? And then I will look at various other things that I place my shares in. It's food, agriculture, stuff like that. Diversify your portfolio. What I would tell you to do is, right, and I want you to start small. Since you're so eager to understand the marketplace and the marketplace works for you and you have a working knowledge. No, you have a working knowledge of this. Because you do. You have a fundamental working knowledge of it. What I would tell you to do is go get Acorns. Acorns, you could start very small. Join the Acorn app, and then you can take your spare change that you do, like when you buy a game and you have leftover change, like let's say 75 cents off of the sale that you purchased after the tax. They will take that change and then we'll put it towards stocks that you choose. So you could choose Sony stocks, and you can actually have an investment in the conversation that you would choose to have with holdings, shares, and territories that they're invading, right?
You're going around it.
Go. What is your actual question, sir?
Okay, I asked you, how are they expanding in China?
How are they expanding in China? They're expanding in China by going to different developers and expanding their reach. They have an initiative in China to get more developers into the Chinese market. They did that when they went over there with Game Science and Shift Up and a couple of other people that were over there. That was done through Sherhei. So when Sherhei went over there, that was part of his initiative to get over there to get, and it's not just in China. It's the whole Eastern Starboard where you go over there to Korea, South Korea, and you get a lot of those companies that's coming over. So what they're trying to do is invest low to get high yields. That part, you talk about that initiative?
And how did you know that? Did they share how? Did they give you information personally? Because you're a
All right, so check this out. They don't talk to me personally. Yes, sir. You get so you get a small synopsis. Yes. Listen.
So you don't need to be a shareholder.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I think you. Oh God. You can't. All right. Listen. Oh wait. One thing I'm not going to let you do. Listen. One thing I won't let you do is talk from a position of ignorance and tell somebody with actual. You're not. You can't school somebody and you don't get a statement.
That's why it took you so long to answer the question. You can't answer the question.
This guy here, listen. Mentally, you can't admit that you're ignorant, right? And ignorance. Listen. Listen to me. Ignorance is not knowing, right?
I know it.
Listen,
I know it.
listen. You know what? I
know
listen.
I know it.
Listen. You know what? I can tell you this. I was ignorant to the fact that when you walked in here, how many games you purchased for the month. If I was to have a bet, I would have said 6, but I would have been wrong, right? Because I didn't have a working knowledge of what goes on, right? The same way you don't have a working knowledge of what anything you're saying. You have a thought. Your thought, listen, your thought is incredible. Oh, God. No, they actually do not. I got working knowledge of individual stuff that you have no idea about. You know,
right now.
You know what's crazy? The wildest part about this is, you know what's the wildest part about this part? This guy's ridiculous.
Hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
Moderator here. Moderator.
Yeah. Go ahead, for him. Go for him.
You're talking from a consumer's perspective. He's talking from somebody who goes to the events and talks to the industry itself.
This is what he does.
You're trying to tell him what it is.
He's repeating everything.
And that's what I'm listening at, bro. Exactly.
It's public information. You don't need to be invested to get that information.
All right. So what you're gonna tell me? You're gonna tell me. Okay.
I just told you he's getting the information directly from the horse's
What?
mouth.
Public information.
What he's okay? Sinister.
Public information.
Sinister.
Anything you see on the internet is skewed towards you.
He's not. He doesn't.
You will always be skewed towards you. So if you say you like bagels, they're gonna show you a whole bunch of bagels.
Listen, Sinister. You gotta allow him. You gotta allow him to believe that he gets that information, right? You gotta allow him to.
The thing is, you're getting it from first party. He's getting it from third party.
No,
and then he's
listen. It's not. Listen, listen. It's not even that. It's not even whatever conversations that I have. That's some side. I'm talking from an investor standpoint, right?
You just
no, listen to me. I want you to understand. I want you to answer.
Investing is him proving that he believes in his
Listen,
product.
I want you to understand something to you. This is the reason why J Dub and I can have an easy conversation. You know why? Because J Dub invests. So when him and I have a conversation, it doesn't do this. No. You know why? I want you to listen. You're so busy trying to be right, you're going to continue to be ignorant. No, you're absolutely ignorant. And ignorant is not knowing. Listen, I don't want you to think that I'm disrespecting you. I'm just telling you from your standpoint, you're standing on a sand pit. You're ignorant. And I'm trying to throw you a lifeline, right? Now,
I don't need it.
Listen, you definitely do. You're drowning here.
Ignorant is
This is why
exactly, yo. It's
questions. You're deflecting. I'm asking you.
How did I deflect anything? How did I deflect anything? I answer. What's the next simple question that I can answer?
You said it wasn't. You said. Did you say the information wasn't public?
No, it's not.
Did you say that?
It's not. It's not.
Then how
you know why it's not? You can't get anything that I have on my P&L statement. You cannot get anything I get on my capital gains statement. You can't get anything that I get in my shareholder portfolio. You cannot get that. That's you can't get it.
I'm being a shareholder. I said it is public. Everything you told me about spending in China is public information. You said it wasn't. So you're lying. This has been known for years, and you said it wasn't.
The level of simplicity that you don't have a working knowledge of anything. Listen, I answered you and told you what they're doing. Now, you said to me, I got that information from the web, right? Yes?
No, you said you got the share.
And no, you said, listen to me. You said you got the. Okay, all right. Answer the question. You got the information from the web, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I got the information from my P&L and my stuff way before you even thought about getting the information. You know this, right? Okay, so think about it. You think let me ask you a question. You think I just started investing yesterday?
Well, according to your information,
according to what information? According to what information?
A level. Okay. listen, let me finish.
I want to hear it. You said
I'm
according
saying
to
right now,
my
I'm saying
information. Tell me.
no. It said it seems like the way you speak, you don't know much, but I know you've been invested for a long time. But if you actually knew you were talking about, you wouldn't say half the shit you say right now.
Okay.
Excuse me
All
for
right. All right.
paraphrasing.
Okay. So you say the stuff that I say to antagonize you individuals is hurtful to you, and the fact that I have information that you feel that can help your case and that I don't give it to you is a reason for you to be upset and
No,
say that I lie. So I'm withholding.
after you
I'm
say that,
withholding. I'm
no.
withholding information from you. This is
Let me
what you
show you.
say.
Let me show you.
Tell me.
Okay, you said they started. Okay, let me show you. You said they started investing and are focusing on multi-app users recently, right?
I said they just
That's what you
switched their.
said.
They just told you they just switched their metric over to that. I'm telling you what their public facing face
You know
is.
they've been reporting this for years, right? 2 years ago, they talking about how much PlayStation 4 user base is still active. It was a 50-50
All
split
right.
years ago,
So okay. So check it out.
and they don't focus
Listen.
on engagement.
All
Listen,
right.
you see, you're
So
not
go ahead. No,
listening.
I want you to go. I want you to
No,
finish,
they're gonna
and then
focus.
I'm going to give you something that's going to blow your little brain. But go ahead. Go for it.
It was years ago. They was talking about how they're going to focus on and get like
Do you have a
the
date?
certain engagement between.
Do you have a date?
I don't have a date, but I can look it up.
No, see, so okay, so you don't have a date, but I can give you a date. The last fiscal period, Hiroki Toyoki came out when he was talking to the rest of the shareholders that were there in attendance for the small meeting. The small meeting, he said, the new metrics that we will be going by is monthly active users and engagement. The reason why is because they have a sale data. Sale data is the data that they sell, that they use, that they extrapolate from you, and they can only do it in this current generation. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that it's another line of revenue that Sony is making from selling your data to other outside entities? Did you know that? No, I'm asking you a question. Did you know that? Okay, so good. So that you know that. All right, so check it out. So you know that, right? So do you know what companies that they're selling your data to? That's not public knowledge.
Specifics, no, but I know they sell.
All right, so wait a second.
Everyone does.
I want you to answer that question. Since you want to be Mr. Shareholder,
What are you talking about? You want me to answer?
what companies are they selling your data to?
I don't know.
Right.
That's asking relevant.
Why don't you know this? Why don't you know this?
Because it's not relevant.
No, wait. It's very relevant. It's very.
No.
It's you know why it's very relevant. Let me tell you why it's very. No. Stop. You don't get a chance to say it's not relevant. You don't get a chance to say it's not relevant. I'm going to tell you why it's relevant. Because if they're selling your information to outside countries that have a bad interest in America, it should be in your best interest to understand who and what they're selling your information and your data to. This is information that can be tracked and you can be targeted. So there's a high reason why the FTC and other entities are invested in where and who buys that data. You get a list for those individuals who is buying your data. But you won't get that list because, like you said, it's public knowledge. Pull it up.
No, I said about the China the project.
Don't stutter on. Don't stutter.
No, what you told
Don't
me,
stutter. Don't stutter.
What you told me.
Say it.
Told me is that you said it was behind investors. I said it wasn't.
Okay, now check this part out. All right, listen. Let's get to games. Please finish because you haven't said anything smart yet.
I did.
No, you haven't.
If I haven't, then you wouldn't be deflecting questions.
I'm not deflecting anything. I'm just educating you, and it's hard for you to get educated because you're a stubborn student. I'm trying to educate you. Please do.
H, I'm asking a question. John, what do you think about PlayStation is saying that they're only going to release one single player game a year?
Oh, that's freaky scary.
Well, let me answer this.
Once a year, they're going to release a single player game.
I got a quote from. He said that too.
There's no quote. No, the PlayStation said it the other day in the
Did he
business.
say that?
Yes, man. Jesus Christ.
No. Wait,
You
no.
guys
I'm gonna ask
delusional
a
as
question.
hell,
No,
bro.
listen.
Like this
Let me. I
time,
want to answer
see
that.
this time
Yo,
is
you
I'm
know
going to
what
answer
I
that.
you know what I want to say? I
I'm going
want
to
to
answer that.
John. I Jeff John.
I'm not
John.
finished.
John. No,
I'm going to answer your
listen,
question.
John. John. I want to tell you, you know what? I appreciate you showing up today. You know
No,
why?
really?
No, John. Listen to me.
No, 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 no.
I'm not kicking you off,
Let me
John.
finish.
John.
No,
John. This needs to be said. John, this needs to be said.
this is funny.
John, this needs to be said. I want to appreciate you showing up today because I don't think
Okay.
that other channels will give you the lane or the ability to have a voice. And this is the reason why this channel is made. So individuals like yourself that feel that they have something to say, very important, can show up here. So I do want to hear more of what you want to say because I'm going to tell you this. For a long period of time, it has either been an echo chamber or it has been just a complete whitewash of everybody that came here with some working knowledge of what I'm talking about. But the fact that you have zero working knowledge of it and you're giving up this great effort, I applaud that. And listen, it takes a lot of balls to show up here. It does. And I appreciate you. So keep telling me what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Let me answer this question.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
you said one title per year. That's what you said.
That's what they said. They said they can
What
only
other
push
guy?
out like one AAA title a year, something like that.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
He's here.
no,
He's in
no,
the
no.
chat. He's here.
I said,
Okay.
I said
Okay.
they're gonna release one single player game per year.
Okay.
That's what they said. They said out of their
Okay.
own
Listen.
mouth.
Okay. I'm going to answer that question. Mr.
Nice of
Frontline,
the right.
he said in this video that uh, he believes that Sony will put on one single player title or one AAA title per year. He said that too. You
Yeah.
know what they actually said?
What they say?
One tentpole title, at least one tentpole title per year.
That's a AAA title,
It's
sir.
only one game. No, tentpole is single player games, the high budget games. That's what it is. You know
Okay.
they
So
say
what did I just
story.
say then, though? What did I just say? I mentioned single player games,
No, no, no,
and
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
going
You said
by what
no.
Queen said. I'm
You
going
said
by what
only one.
Tony said.
You said only one. You said
Only
only
one.
one.
That's what they said. One
He said
per
at
year.
least one tentpole title.
Oh,
All right.
Which I think the category.
So how many AAA titles they putting out this year?
Well, I'll say anybody.
You said
What
you said what?
let me think. Death Stranding.
That's not a type. That's not their title. That's not their
I
title.
know, like that's they count,
Give
that's
me
what they
no.
do with
Give
that.
me what
No,
AAA.
no. Let me answer.
You gotta answer because it ain't Death Stranding, so that's not that. We're not counting that. We're gonna count their stuff. We're not counting stuff that's going to Xbox. Tell me what's not going to Xbox.
Look it. Listen. If you believe it's not,
It's
that's on you.
going.
I'm saying what they said. I'm saying what they said.
I don't care what they
I
said.
don't.
Tell me what
Listen,
AAA title Sony is putting out.
Let me finish.
I'm trying. I'm trying here. You're struggling. I'm trying to help you.
No, I'm not. You talking over me? Let me
Go ahead.
finish.
Go get it. Get it.
I said Death Stranding. You can believe it's not there.
They're
If you
not
want.
counting
That's
that.
what
But
they
let's
said.
go. Another
I
title. Another
no,
title.
They do.
Okay, we're
They
not
do.
counting that. Let's go to
Go
another
to
title.
your
AAA.
say.
Okay, there we
Go
go.
to
There
your
we go.
say.
Now we
Go
on
to
it.
your show.
We on it. You said MLB the show. That's next year. All right. So,
No.
boom.
I said
That's
this
on
year.
Xbox. We don't count that. That's on Xbox. All right.
It doesn't matter if you count.
All right. Listen.
But
That's on.
you can't
Listen.
count that. It's
That's
their title. It's
that's
their
on
title.
Xbox. That's on Xbox.
Can I give my example?
It's their title. It's their title.
Yeah. Give it to me.
It's their title.
Give it to me.
Xbox has
Okay.
first-party games coming out this
Okay,
year.
let me say this. Okay,
You
you
know,
can take the word.
Xbox
You can.
has
Hey, let me finish.
first-party games.
Get it. Go for it. Go for it. Get it.
I can't. Okay. First, you say no. They're gonna lose one title per year. That's what they said. But when I said they count Death Stranding, it doesn't count. You can't do that. You
All
can't
right.
take
So
one thing and
listen.
put it
They
together.
want to count Death Stranding. Okay. Cool. Count Death Stranding. You're putting out 2 titles this year, right?
Well, actually more, but that's actually the hierarchy, whatever.
All right, so you got 3 titles. You got baseball, you said, and you said baseball, you said Death Stranding, and you said Ghost of Yode, right? Yes.
Yeah, but that's.
No, but see, I will see. Okay, so now we
Go
can.
ahead.
So let's get to the AAA title stuff. But I don't even know why this part is even a contentious part because you saying I lied about this part. This is what you said I lied about.
First, he said that he asked me a question. Why did they say?
Okay, I want to know. I want to just get back to. I want to get back to why you felt. I want to get back to the part of why you felt that you could say that I'm a liar based off of no facts. But You said again.
I already did.
What was that?
Multiple times.
What was that?
You said they shifted.
What was
That's
that?
what we said before. You said they shifted to monthly active users.
Yeah, they did. They
They've been doing
shifted.
that for
They shift.
years.
All right. Okay. Sure.
They're doing that for
All right.
years,
Okay.
for
Sure.
years.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
gave you
why
a
didn't
date.
report-
Listen.
Why?
Listen. Check it
I'll
out.
do that right now.
I gave you a date. You couldn't give any date. You lost that one. All right. Next one.
No,
What's the next one?
Watch it.
What's the next one? What's the next one you said?
How to listen when it's recorded.
Okay. What's the next one you
Look at it right now
said?
and get it.
Sir.
I'm
That's
asking
past
how to
already.
listen.
Sir.
I'm asking right now. No,
Sir.
see, I got
You should have came
I got you right now.
equipped. You
You
should have
don't
came
have to-
equipped. Listen. Next
You know what,
one.
that's- I know
Next.
exactly how I know it's
Next.
recorded.
Sir.
Did
Next.
Did it report 50-50? Did it report 50-50?
Sir.
Best, you should know this. Did
Sir.
they report 50-50 years ago between the PS5 and PS4 user base? Did they do that?
This guy here.
See, it's a simple question. You're an investor. You should know this.
You said.
Can you repeat yourself, bro? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Can you repeat yourself, please?
How did I know this and you don't?
You said what? Did you just say?
I don't even know what he's saying. Repeat yourself, bro.
Yeah. What did you just say again? It's just like it's like talking to a kid that's speaking in four different language.
You're trying to say they recently focused on
Monthly after. Yes. Since the last financial statement, they told you that they're going to take a deeper look into monthly active users and engagements as a higher metrics instead of basing all of their metrics off of sales unit items.
They have to be reporting 50%.
This is ridiculous.
PS5 user base for years.
They've always told you what the monthly active users is on PlayStation Network and services for years. You know why they was doing that? Because they had to gauge the engagement level. That's a no-brainer. That doesn't even make any sense what you're talking about. Again, listen to me. You're focusing on something that you have. All right, listen to me. This is the fundamental problem I have with individuals like yourself. You have no horse in that race. None.
I do. I'm schooling right now. You can't answer.
Okay, wait, time out. What horse do you have in this race? What horse do you have in this race?
Know the facts.
All right, I want you to, sir, I want you to understand this, right? If you see two people fighting in the street, right? No family members, nothing. And you have some place that you have to get to. You have to go to work. You're going to be late for work. Are you going to stop and watch those people fight? Or are you going to break it up? Or are you going to jump in? Or are you going to do anything other than continue on your way to get to work?
It depends.
No, I don't care about the dependent part. Yes or no? Are you going are you going to stop what you're doing for two strangers? Listen. Are you going to stop what you're doing for two strangers? You have to get to work. You're going to be late. You don't have any time to waste. You will miss your bus, your flight, your cab, whatever. You have no time to wait. There's two strangers fighting in the street. What are you going to do?
If I was late to something that I need to be to, yes, I wouldn't watch it.
So you will go to your job. It ain't something that you will go. What you have to put food on the table for. Okay. Now, your mother is getting beat up in the street. You have to go to work. You're running late. She's getting beat up by another person in the street. What are you going to do?
I'll run and stop it.
Right. Why? Because you have a vested interest in that, yes? That's your mother, right?
That's just my mother.
That's my mom's. You ain't going to put hands on my mom's, right? So this is the problem I have, and I'm glad that you get this analogy because this is I'm trying to bring it home to you.
No,
listen. I want you to understand this, right? I don't care if you talk video. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Finish.
I don't care if you talk video games. I don't care if you say stuff like my games are better than your games. I don't care if you talk about that. I don't care if you say the PlayStation console is better than the Series X console. I don't care if you say that stuff. I don't care if you say that stuff because that's opinion based, and that's great. That's great that you engage in that level because you should. You're a consumer. That's what you do. You consume. They provide, you consume. You like the ecosystem, you like the games. This is what you love. This is what you should concern yourself with. The other side of the coin. They sold 78 million. It doesn't matter if you don't have a version of that copy. Nothing matters to you except what you're able to get. You don't have a horse in that big stupid race that other people are talking about. And I'm going to tell you how they got you guys off a track. They got you off a track with shows like, what was that? I think it's like Kind of Funny and other shows talking about numbers and units sold. Numbers and units sold. What does that do with the average consumer that just wants to buy a game? Nothing. I don't care what they do. All I care about is my copy. I cannot play 70. Hold on 1 second. I cannot play 79 million copies of anything. But I can play that one copy that I purchased. I can play that one console that I got. I can play the games that I get. So as a consumer, when I talk to you as a consumer, what I'm doing now, you see me playing the game, right? As a consumer, I care about what consumer Dave gets. Now, investor Dave, that pays mortgage, light, car, for wife, kids, send kids to college, do all that stuff, that investor Dave that has to fly out to shows and do stuff, that has to see the health of companies when I get P&Ls and capital gains, that guy cares about the health of stuff that he puts money into that he cares about. If Nike goes out of business right now, you know what I'm going to do? Sell shares. Sell shares. If Sony's folding tomorrow, you know what I'm going to do? Sell shares. Sony folds tomorrow, you know what you're going to do? Move on to something else. If Nintendo or Nike or whoever goes out of business tomorrow, you're going to move on to the next thing. You don't have a vested interest in it. You have a want, a need, and a desire as a consumer, but your investment is not there. Your investment is what you put your money to other than games, right? So whatever properties that you own, right? That's what you should worry about. So you're talking to me about P&L and all this. Please get to the games, bro.
Okay, let me answer this. Okay.
I want to know John the gamer.
No, you're a statue collector, right?
Yes.
I see that.
Yes.
I collect them too.
You do?
Now, do you?
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
What companies you collect?
Yes. Prime One, Sideshow.
Oh. So how can you be against a fellow collector? What Prime One statues you got?
Let me,
what Prime One statues do you got, sir?
Let me answer it. I have like Harley Quinn statues, and I have a few Batmans, but mostly DC.
How the hell you not following me and on my side?
let me.
No, you don't get a chance to do that. You don't get a chance to do that.
I'm gonna do it right now.
That's highly disrespectful.
Okay, I was collecting. You know how Hot Toys are, right?
Yes, I hate those, but go ahead.
Yeah, I collect those too. Yeah. So when people collect Hot Toys, they like to collect the whole.
The line. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes, sir. I understand. Go ahead.
Like years ago, I used to collect action figures.
Right.
Now, the average consumer, they don't know about what's going on with the business.
Right.
I don't have stock in Hasbro, right?
Right.
They make Star Wars.
Yes.
They made Power Rangers. They made Marvels.
Right.
Now I know Marvels figures are doing well, but I know Power Rangers are doing well.
Right.
I didn't collect it, but I looked on the side. Now they are making a whole Power Ranger line.
Right.
And they sell it stock.
Right.
And they ship it to a different company, different figures.
Right.
Now collectors over Hasbro lines, they kind of selling all the figure now because they cannot complete their the the units, whatever, the whole army.
The whole line, yeah, because you have a line. Like
Yeah,
if you get a Spider-Man line,
yeah,
you get a Batman line. I understand.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. See, now they weren't investors, but they knew that from public knowledge. Now with the Xbox One, we kind of see that they were going in different routes.
Right.
Like the unit sales were declining, the games were selling as well, um, and all that. Like I bought the Xbox One when it first came out with PlayStation
Right.
because I was a fighting fan. Now I sold my Xbox One
Right.
for a
Hell am
PlayStation.
I?
But
Right.
if I was the Xbox primary gamer and I knew that all things were going well, and I saw the signs they're going to go on third party. Now, many places couldn't know that because they know their financial statements and it wasn't looking too well.
Right.
Now, that's public knowledge. Gamers know that. So
Gamers know a surface
they
level.
knew that, yeah, yeah,
They know a
yeah,
surface
yeah.
level. They don't know a real level. They know a surface level. So that's why when Colin talks to you guys, Colin talks to you guys from an investor standpoint on certain things. But go ahead.
Yeah, so like,
Yo, this
I
guy.
know where the direction, yeah, I know where direction is headed. I know that Xbox wasn't going to go in the direction, uh, say long term, if they keep declining. People know that.
So
And
you got
how
out
does it
in the
yeah,
Xbox. You got
how does it matter to me as a consumer? If
right,
I invest in something in an ecosystem and I know that they're going to change course, I gotta know that stuff. I gotta know that
Yo,
if the
I
game
got a
has
question
done
for you,
well.
bro.
If another question, another thing too, the
hmm
Marvel game that was announced for Sony.
right. The
You know
fighting
all the
game.
Marvel games before that? Yeah, like Marvel versus Capcom 2,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Marvel versus Capcom 3,
yeah.
I
Marvel
got
Capcom
it though.
Infinite. All those three games didn't perform well at all. And the
That's
relationship with
listen.
Capcom 3,
That's
like,
that's okay. Okay, so
not
you
finished.
don't listen.
So
You're gonna tell me about the MT framework. The MT framework. I talked to Jason Ronald
no, no, no,
myself.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
because the
no.
reason why those fighting collection games didn't come over was from the MT framework. I talked to him directly myself. I have his phone number in my phone. I called him directly
No,
because I had somebody that hit me up that was concerned about some stuff. So I called him directly on the phone. He said, "Don't worry about it. We're handling it. We're going there." They went there. They fixed it. So when I got on the show and I told you guys, yo, they're working on it. Give them some time. The MT framework was tied to the Xbox One. That edition of the game. So when developers make a game that is back compat for Xbox, the way that the development kit is set up is you have to make two versions of the same game. Sometimes the effort is the reward is not worth the effort. You understand? With the PlayStation, the way the development kit is made up, you can make a game that can go with the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 if it fits inside the PlayStation 4's framework, right? Very easy work.
yep.
Very easy portability. The Xbox One and the Series consoles, very different. Even though it's x86 architecture in it, listen, I'm not an engineer. I'm telling you what was told to me. So you leaving, let's say because you said you left an Xbox One, right? Instead of just buying a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5 and having both, you left. Cool. You don't want to deal with that. Whatever digital games you brought, you gave up. You didn't care about it. Me personally, I just buy everything. It doesn't matter to me. But you said you saw the sales going down. This is how they tricked you out of your spot. Xbox is still here. They never left.
No, I'm not talking about Xbox.
Right.
I'm talking about Capcom.
Oh, well,
That's
yeah.
the funny part right there.
No,
Can I
because
ask you something, bro?
let me finish real quick.
All right.
Okay, so you know the FGC is right, fighting community.
Yep.
They knew the sales were declining. Maximilian, he knows developers. He
Talk about
knows stuff about
Max.
the
You talk about
community.
Max, who I was hanging out with last week. Max.
Maximilian, dude.
You talk about Max, who I was hanging out with last week. Max.
Ask him and see what he says about Mars Capcom. He speaks to me again. Ask him Mars Capcom. He'll tell you.
We sat there
Sales
while we was eating
were
lunch talking
disappointing,
about fighting games.
and there were disappointing sales. If you talk to him about this, he'll tell
You
the same
okay?
thing.
You know?
More
Listen.
sales.
Okay, so listen. You said if I talk to him, I said I was talking to him last week.
No,
He's
I said talk to him
at
about
Lord
Mars
Attic
Capcom.
is the
Marvel versus
reason why
Marvel
I'm
versus
the
Capcom.
reason why Lord Attic got a picture with him. Listen, We talked last week, and I'm gonna tell you
you-
something. Just if you close your mouth for a second, you will get something. Just listen. Me and him sitting there talking about fighting games, and I told him, I do Fight Night Fridays, this and the third. Yo, it'd be dope if you come on or whatever. He said, "What you playing right now?" So we started talking about City Mark, Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves, City of the Wolves. We started talking about that, and then we started talking about the new characters that they're gonna drop out. Then I told him what gift that I gave Dip Down, and he said, "Oh, that's a dope fighting game that you gave him." He said, "That's his first fighting game." I said, "Nah, he had Street Fighter, this, that, and the third." And then we started talking about Marvel versus Capcom because he asked me which ones was my favorite games. And now we talking about Marvel vs. Capcom. I said, listen, man, that fighting collection, I was really pissed off that it didn't come over to Xbox. And then we started talking about all the stuff that I just told you now. Now, we're talking about this game, and we're talking about my favorite games. We're talking about X-Men, and we're talking about pixel perfect games. Then we started talking about when we actually purchased those games on older consoles, like the PlayStation 1 and the, what was that at the time? It was the Sega Saturn. I think it was a Saturn at the time. Yeah, because I had the RAM cartridge. And we started talking about the missing frames and all the stuff like that. And I started asking him when he started counting frames. And he started talking about how he started playing competitively. And then I went into how that controller, the PlayStation controller, how I am buying it because I got a chance to have my hands on it like a week before. No, a couple of days before. They actually showed it at the showcase. I think I saw it at that Monday. The joint was on that Wednesday. And he was like, hell yeah, it's a good stick. He's just worried about because it's wireless. But me having a conversation with somebody that you're telling me if I should ask them this question is kind of ironic. Again, talking from a consumer standpoint, and then you're talking to somebody that's actually in there. Right? No, I'm sitting down eating with him, not over the phone and not, some random face. Me and him sitting down eating, having lunch. All right. So, again, please tell me your beautiful knowledge when it comes to the industry and all the shares and stuff. But I'm messing with you because it's fun.
What I want to ask,
information
though,
that you're telling me information that's not relevant. I'm
Right.
trying to tell you the
John,
point.
ask
You're
the question.
skipping over it. Let me finish. Wait, no, let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
I
Get
was
it.
finishing, man. Damn.
No, listen. Okay, I said Marvel vs. Capcom 1, no, 3, Infinite, didn't sell well. It doesn't matter. They're all across all platforms. They didn't sell well. The reason why we're getting a different developer because the games flopped under Capcom. Now,
If I told you a secret right now, would you cry? Go ahead, because
let me finish.
go for it. Because I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna make you cry. But go ahead.
You're saying why gamers shouldn't actually care about beyond a consumer level about the stuff.
No, I said why you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I know gamers that actually invest.
If I know a game is going to flop, if I know a game is flopping, I know that the lack of a sequel being developed is slim. That's common knowledge. You're saying why should you care about that? Well, if you're going to invest in a series, or like I said before, in action figures, statues, and you see the sales declining, you're going to be skeptical of the line.
I'm not. I don't do that. I don't think like that. I don't think like that. I'm sorry.
That's what people do.
No, that's what some people do. That's what risk takers. Well, okay, risk takers like myself don't care about that stuff that you're talking about. Let me give you a for instance, really quick, because you're always finishing. The Fantastic Four line on XM Studio statues, those statues go for $1,600 and then shipping is like $300-400. I got 2 statues in that line and they discontinued. 2 statues, right? I got Super Skrull and I got the Thing. Those statues got to my house and I was super happy with them. I was really looking into the Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic and whatever I said I didn't care. I would buy the throwaway Invisible Girl. They canceled the line. So I had to finish my line either custom, which I really don't like doing, or if Sideshow picks up the line once this new movie comes out. And that's what I'm hoping for because they're a 1/4 statue line. So what I'm saying to you actually makes sense. What you told me is You're looking at the sales data and the metrics on a game. If you're willing to invest in that game based upon the fact that if it doesn't sell to a group of people that you don't know, that you will never meet, that you don't care about, and they don't care about you, if they don't support your game, you won't support something that you love. That's a fundamental problem with your generation and not mine. I don't give a damn. Listen to me. I want you to know something. Listen, I don't give a damn who buys what. I don't care if there's only one copy sold, as long as I get mine. That's it. I don't care if I go to a store and I'm the only person that has something. As long as I get mine, I don't care. And you worrying about somebody telling you that this didn't sell well and it didn't do good. And you know what it did for me? It made me happy. You know why? Because I work all day, and me working all day, I don't need to be upset all day. I need something to make the king smile. And I want to play a game. And now a lot of my games, you may not even care about. A lot of my games don't sell well. Lumini showed up for the PlayStation. None of y'all guys cared about that damn game. I'm happy that it's coming out. And my enthusiasm sitting down with the developer playing the game that I died for, that said was the game of the show, I got a free copy. And I'm still going to buy it. I'm going to gift it to somebody else because that money was already allotted for that game. But again, I don't care about a goddamn sales figure because it doesn't matter to me as the consumer me. But if I see my stocks taking a dip, oh, they got to go. That's it. And I'm going to move on to the next. But consumer me?
But you're saying
I don't care. I don't care. As a consumer? Hell no. I don't care.
Okay, are there Xbox fanboys who who are upset that Microsoft's going third party?
I don't care about them.
No, I'm asking.
I mean, listen. I don't care about them.
No, I'm asking. It doesn't matter.
No, that's like me. Okay. That's like me asking you, were you upset with the last PlayStation show? I don't care. That part, like, I don't care.
It doesn't matter if you care. I'm answering a simple question.
I'm asking you a question, right? And then before you can answer, my answer to you is I don't care. My level of indifference of somebody else's opinion about something is so high, it doesn't matter. I can't tell you what somebody else cares about. I don't give a damn. Like, I really don't.
So why you tell me I shouldn't care about?
You shouldn't. You know why? You wasted your time talking about something you have no horse in the race with. Is your mom's? Listen, only care if your mom's is getting beat up. That's it. Use that equation, right? And use that for the philosophy for life. My mom's getting beat up. I give a shit. Two guys that's fighting. I don't care. I got to be someplace else. That's all. And that's what you should do. Too much time y'all guys talk about sales. I don't care about what they care about. Like, y'all can care about it. Listen.
You told me I shouldn't care.
I told you. You know why? You're wasting your energy. Now, I also gave you a solution. I'm not a person that's going to give you a problem and don't give you the ability to solve it. I gave you. Listen. You just talked to me for like an hour and some change about something you don't have. You ain't make no money here. You ain't make a nickel. Listen, check this out. I want you to know this. Listen, you shot down nothing. I want you to know this. I made money by you showing up right here. I make money here. And my investment, I told you, is on another screen. I'm making money there. You showed up for recreation. You jerking wreck right now. I'm explaining to you how you can run it up on these bumps. Go get Acorn. Start small. It's not intrusive. It won't hurt you. Go in there. Make your portfolio. See what you like. Download it on your phone. As much diligence as you have in listening to investor stuff and all this other stuff and this working knowledge that you feel that you have, apply that to you getting someplace else other than sitting in a conversation on a show talking about something you have no working knowledge of. And you can use what you learn and apply it to others. You see, y'all can talk numbers all day.
You said
None of y'all got paid for that. I talk numbers and I get paid for that. There's a difference between you and I. You sat down and talked to Maximilian about a game. I talked about Maximilian coming on so I can make more money. You have to realize if it ain't making dollars, it ain't making sense. You have to change that mentality that you have, because the group that you're running with, that you think you're running with, those dudes that you send your super chats to, that you follow, that you engage with, they're siphoning your energy, your time, and your money, and not imparting any knowledge on you. Not one of them would have told you what I just told you right now. That part. And you have nothing.
you're not really
You
giving
have,
knowledge of anything.
okay, good. Listen. You have nothing in common with them. You have something in common with me. You collect statues. You collect statues. You collect statues. I don't know, but I'm telling you this. You better be following me, and you better be in every damn video, because you collect statues and you know how tight that community is. So don't play with me.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Go ahead. Say whatever you like, because you earned it, because you collect hot toys.
Look, here's the thing. First, you're saying I shouldn't care about where the sales are going. You should care none of that.
I said I don't care if you care. You can care. You can do whatever you like.
I asked you a simple question about
Right.
how Xbox gamers shift, knowing that Xbox decided to go multi-platform. You say it doesn't matter. Well, guess what? It does matter. It
Right.
shows what the market
PlayStation is
is
doing
doing.
the same thing, brother.
They're not doing the
You
exact
gotta
same thing.
open the closet
Okay,
and get out, man.
let me ask you this question. Why did
no,
Sony
Porting their games to the PC.
Don't listen to him.
why did Sony
So they're not
Why
porting
did-
their games to the Switch. They're not porting
Hold on,
their
bro.
games
Hold on,
to
bro. One
the
second.
Xbox to the Xbox,
Hey,
Switch,
hey,
everything.
Hey,
Why
can
are
you
they
just
porting
talk for
games
1
to PC?
second? Yo, H, can you just talk for 1 second and you can talk after us? Give us a second. I want to ask you a question, right? What did PlayStation do for the last 5 years to make you think that they're not going third party? They're not trying to find a
Like
way.
Xbox? Like Xbox?
You can say Xbox going third party, but well, guess what? Only PlayStation players are saying Xbox going third party, because Xbox players, we don't care.
Okay. You said
They
it.
have a
Let me ask you this.
console. They have a
We play
console
everywhere.
now.
We play everywhere.
We play
We
one
have cloud
game.
gaming. We got PC
Let me ask you
gaming.
this.
We got it
Let me
all.
ask you
Nobody
this.
cares.
Oh,
Let me ask you this.
we purchase one game. We can play it
Let me ask you
everywhere
this.
we want. Any platform we go to, our game is there, ready for us. So nobody cares, bro. We're just
Okay, let me
here
ask you
playing
this.
on our console.
Why did Xbox fanboys deny Xbox going third party last year? Why did they deny it?
You know why Xbox went third party? I told you guys
Why did they
went
deny
third
it?
party.
Why did they deny it?
But Xbox is a sister brand of Microsoft. Okay?
Yeah, I'm asking you guys a simple question. You guys can't
I'm
answer.
answering.
Why?
Can I answer?
Why
Can I
did?
answer it, please?
Why
Can I
did
answer
it?
it, please?
Why did Xbox fanboys deny Xbox going third party last year?
Nobody denied nothing, my brother.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. When Tim Sawyer came
Can
out
I-
and statement and said, "No, it's not going to happen,"
Can I
Xbox
say
not
something
going
to you,
third
bro?
party.
Can I say something to you, bro? Our
Go
games
ahead.
that we got right now, right? Every game we got. It's number one in your store. Every game that's
What's
coming
that?
over as third party is number one in your store.
Every game.
Okay.
What games are there?
Every single
games are
game that
That
came
made me
over
laugh there.
went number one. It's in the
Name-
top five.
Name three.
It's in the top
Name
five.
three.
Oh my
Xbox games
God.
last year, they're
Let
in
me-
the top
name three.
five in the
I'm
PlayStation.
asking
Call of
you.
Duty. All right, he
I
said
have a
name
PS5
three.
in
Let
the room,
me
bro.
Yeah, he said name
He
he
three.
said
Name
name
three.
three. Let me name three, fam. Forza Horizon,
AKW was good, baby.
Forza Horizon 5, and you can't say that didn't hit number one. You got Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
Did they just?
and then you also got
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones
And he has
in
TFTs
the top
too.
10.
Go. Listen, Gears of War right now is topping in your store
Okay.
right now on pre-orders.
Gears of War Reloaded.
It's number one right now.
A game that I played,
Well, let
mind
me ask
you,
you-
a game that I played on the 360. You guys are playing is number one in your store.
Let me
A
ask
game
you.
that I played on
Okay,
360,
okay.
and I just
I'm gonna-
got the
I'm gonna
upgrade for
educate you.
free.
I'm gonna
For
educate
free.
you. I'm gonna
We got that
For
code in
free.
our message.
Microsoft just emailed me the code for Gears of War Reloaded for free, and you
For free.
guys have to pay 50 quid. I mean $50.
Oh, it's from
Let
London,
them pay.
bro?
Let them pay.
Yeah.
We need that money.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to don't let the cat out the bag.
Bro,
Oh!
I'm asking them a question where it's like,
Can't be saying that quiet stuff out loud to them. They're not supposed to know
Hey,
about
let
that
me
side.
answer the question. Let me
guys for the last 5 years.
answer the
Nothing.
question. You guys be quiet for a second. Let me answer the question.
Are you gonna finish?
Okay. I'll show you how pre-orders are tracked on PlayStation. Now, they have a pre-order
This guy.
on every region. Germany, Spain, Japan, US. Now, when we look at the charts, it's saying at the top, that's only pre-order charts. That list is actually very small compared to the overall charts. Now, last time I checked, God of War and Gears of War was right above my side. Behind
Can you post these charts in the chat? Can you post them? Where you get your news
Bro,
from?
I can go look at my PS5.
I wonder if it's
on the store, bro.
skewed
I'm
news.
on the store on my PS5 and I'm showing you myself.
Okay. Okay, go to PlayStation Store. You can do it on the web browser. Go to PlayStation Store.
No, bro, I'm going on the PlayStation Store on the PS5 and I'm gonna show you the top 3 of the games.
No, yeah, as I said, pre-order list is actually very small to the overall chart. It's what's latest. Updates are. So yeah, you get the better metric on overall sales.
Oh, yo, it's
Stop the cap,
yo,
bro.
check it. It's
No,
2:40. Yo, listen. It's
Crazy
two.
how he knows all that.
It's 2:45. I gotta cut the show. I gotta go pick my son up from school. It's raining over here. But yo, John,
All right, bro.
I appreciate you showing up, man. I appreciate you showing up over here. Listen, we play video games daily over here. You can join in on any games that we do play if you happen to do play some games. And listen, really look into that Acorn stuff that I was talking about. Since you want to talk sales figures and stuff like that, I want you to be able to defend yourself when it comes to a lot of conversations. And then also it might change your perspective on a lot of things because you have a working knowledge of all the stuff that goes on. But I appreciate you for showing up because I call out a lot of people, and I put the link in the inside on X. Dudes don't show up. And it sucks because you have a lot of talking heads on Twitter and all they want to do is just be right all the time. And all they do is deflect. And they think they're actually right, but they actually aren't. And it's okay because ignorance is bliss. But I appreciate the fact that you came on and you actually educated us on how the PlayStation individual thinks and how he sees the marketplace. And we appreciate that over here because a lot of this stuff is really, this channel here is for everything. I play Nintendo Switch, I play PlayStation, I play Steam, I play Xbox, predominantly Xbox, but if dudes want to play something else, I do. And I'm going to show you some more games on Switch later on today. But that's what we do over here. But thank you for showing up. And on Xbox Frontline News on Saturday, I do go live there too as well. And people can jump on the show and have a debate there. But like I said, I beat